This conference will now be recorded.
Oh, put me on Liz's chair. Whoops. Now, Betty. Hey, how be you, buddy? Everything go? Just playing Burma. Where am I at, right?
Hey, no, there's no games today.
Nope. I gotta move down. Where's Joe, Brian? I don't know.
You can sit right here, take this place.
Sorry.
I can go home and take a shower.
That you weren't a member anymore.
Who said that?
I thought, didn't we call you? You said you didn't want to renew your.
No.
You're the treasurer.
I got the email.
Yeah.
And you called me.
Well, the funny thing is, that was on last night's agenda.
Mm-hmm.
What's that?
What?
That you didn't want to be on the board again,
That you didn't want to be run again.
but we didn't replace him because we didn't
No.
have any names.
Yeah.
So we can have your paper back.
Okay. Yeah.
Welcome back, brother.
I'll make a motion to put Brian to.
I second.
Second, third, fourth.
Okay, well, all right. We're done.
All those in favor?
Yes. You just stay put. You
They
ain't
still
looking.
had your card and everything.
Exactly, see?
What a deal.
Sorry.
I'm just wondering why that was.
Yeah, me too.
Because I was thinking that, well, I know you sold your house and you're moving, and thought, you know what, if that's not city limits or whatever, I thought maybe that's why.
Oh, I didn't even think about that. I am moving to the county pretty soon.
But you ain't.
But how far into the county?
Right on the line.
And you're
I
still,
don't think
you're
that
still
makes a
eligible.
difference.
You're in
It
economic.
has to be in that.
Is that where you're at?
3-mile deal.
Right, but that's why I thought it didn't have to make a difference, but I thought maybe that's why
But
I was on there last night, because I'm like, what the hell's going on? Because I figured you would say something about it.
Oh, absolutely.
Right.
They called me this morning, said, hey, you gonna be at the meeting? I said, yeah, I'll be So they didn't get the memo.
So, okay, good to know, good to know.
Okay, Scott will take care of it.
Yeah, because I thought that was something that
Me
maybe
too.
was,
And I
that
kept
you were
saying-
moving and you were not going to be a part of the board anymore. Like I said, I figured we'd have had a
Couldn't
discussion
find
on
your
that.
phone
We
number,
talked
called
about it.
last night, I don't want to.
So good to know. Thank you for staying on the board. We
Yes,
need good minds up here, so thank you very much.
is Joel coming?
No, he said that he would be able to.
Elaine?
She didn't respond.
Dude, she never misses. Must be sick.
I think that's gonna be it, right?
Okay.
Yeah, so they're after Crystal's out and Miranda's in,
She has a grandbaby.
yeah, Brandy grandbaby.
Okay,
Was it?
he's 4. We ready to start?
Works for me.
I call this meeting of planning and zoning to order. I'll accept a motion for the agenda.
I'll make a motion to accept the agenda.
I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Everyone read the minutes from last meeting. Did you read the minutes?
Did I?
We never-
Briefly. Briefly.
Glanced over it.
He went, oh, my name ain't there.
Is my name not there? I missed it.
Yeah, see. I'll accept the motion for considering the minutes.
Make a motion that we approve the minutes from our last meeting.
I'll second.
All those in favor? Aye. All those opposed? So Jim, your turn.
Sure.
Your turn.
Or where am I at? I'm sorry.
Staff report,
Staff.
stuff that went from last time to the commissioners.
From the last
Do
meeting?
roll call.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
We didn't do
Skip the
roll
roll
call,
call.
sorry.
Do you gotta do roll call?
Okay, member Bolt,
Here,
Member Johnson,
Here.
Member Price,
Here,
Member Rouser.
Here.
And Member Cooper.
Here. Still want to be here.
Good to know, good to know.
so there's nothing?
No.
Okay. Any public comment that has nothing to do with what we're discussing? Okay, since there's none, we'll go to action items. I'll accept a motion for the street light request for 622 West Cottonwood.
I'll make a motion that we visit the streetlight request, 622 West Cobb.
Second,
Okay, and as far as that one goes, the people who requested that aren't here. So if there's anything that you guys want to comment on that, so I can relay back to them that we can. If not, then we'll go ahead and put it on the back burner. It wasn't an urgency. Crystal did look into this, and there is some streetlights there, so it's not like it's emergency kind of like a
Yeah.
deal where they need, like, let's move on this quick. There is streetlights in the area. So, since the person who requested it isn't here, we can't really hear them.
So we need to table this.
Well, do you know where they're wanting to put it at?
The corner of, I want to say,
Yeah, it was right there in the corner of,
I see where the two are at here. but
I know it's Carnwood, but I'm not sure that's 7th Street
then,
going,
I think
north and
that's,
south.
I think that is 7th actually.
Yeah, I believe that's 7th. So,
This would be the corner of 7th and Cottonwood.
correct, on the northeast corner.
Okay, there's one on the northwest, it looks like already.
Yeah, exactly. So that's what Crystal was kind of, stating that it's not like it's
1, 2,
really dark up
It's
there.
red on this, you know.
I don't, Chuck, I don't, just reading the description of the request, there's 18 kids living in this cul-de-sac
yeah,
under the age of 15 who play on the block and are requesting a light on the post that is already here. So was there an existing street light there to begin with? That's,
No, not an existing one. There's, she said there's just a light pole that she feels that, an actual lamp could possibly be placed there, depending on what we say, I guess, if we approve that. So there would probably, be the need of a new pole. But there wasn't a light already there.
so I'm just wondering if that might have been a light for a security pole from Lee County Electric or?
I think that's what the request is, and, I mean, I'm no electrician or anything,
I'm just reading,
but I would think it would need to go over here on the southeast corner, so.
yeah, that's right.
If you want to put that in your notes, and then I guess we can discuss it
Okay.
later, but my suggestion is southeast corner, just by what I'm looking at.
Because all the north is pretty well covered right there.
Okay. Any other comments regarding what?
Now, who's gonna make the motion to table this?
I'll make a motion that we table this.
I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Okay. Next one, is it this, these two are the one person? Same address. I'll accept your motion.
I'll make a motion to visit is it the second and the third
You want to do them both at one time?
Yeah, we can.
action items?
Second.
Okay, we have Laura here that can present the case.
Hi, my name's Laura Suter. The reason why I'm here today is we had a mobile home in the present spot since around 1990. It was an older mobile home. It was a 1982 mobile home. It was a 14 by 73. Okay, so we pulled that mobile home out, and I've got a new one that I want to put in the same footprints. It's a 14 by 66.
So it's small.
It's smaller. The only thing is, where I want to put it, there's a concrete, I don't know if y'all got this printout or not, what I gave Crystal. Okay, so they're stating that this is Northeast Street here. And the trailer house, the mobile home's gonna go here, exactly the same footprint. It's gonna be exactly where the other one was, because for it to line up on the porch, the concrete porch, it needs to be at the same. They're stating that it needs to go back at least, 2 feet or a foot?
A foot and a half.
But I want it to stay in the same print so that the front door will be right there at the concrete, where I already have a porch. And so, so I'm taking away the old one, which is an 82, an older trailer house, trying to improve it with a newer one and do upgrades and stuff like that. And so that's the reason why I have to come towards you to y'all, is to get your approval to leave it in the same print that there is. It's gonna give me more room back here for this area, and I know that's not a big deal, but, and the stop sign's way down here, it's not stopping, you can see completely around the trailer house and everything, so.
And the one you're putting in is a 2024.
It's a 2024 mobile home, yes, sir.
Another reason for her request is because, if it was to be moved, the new mobile home to where it meets the current setbacks, she's looking at having to invest a little bit more for the electrical.
Right, if I change it to I have right now, it's gonna be to it's gonna be east and west. And if I change it north and south, then to take up the porch, I talked to Ponderosa Trucking, and he's an estimate of over $10,000 to remove the concrete, do all that. I talked to EMB, I have an estimate here for $5,350 to redo the electrical work, to change all that. And then Trey Plumbing, he said he couldn't give me an estimate unless he just went out and looked at it, but he's around 5,000 to redo everything. Everything's gonna stay in place as far as the sewer, the water lines, everything, nothing will change. The way it's gonna set, everything will tie into the trailer house without having to make any changes.
So, right now, it'll be as if it's a non-conforming for the manufactured home, because the one that was there prior, it didn't hit the setbacks, but then this new one is, we're wanting to, if we allow it, it's pretty much taking the very same placement as the other one. It's only moving a little bit more to what's the word, to satisfy her request as far as not having to do anything with that front porch as well. The prior mobile home, it did not cause any obstruction as far as the view for the stop sign, or it wasn't encroaching. It wasn't much of an encroachment to where it was a factor really as far as new build or the road itself. And that's pretty much.
It's saying the current valuation is 1 foot 5 inches.
Yeah.
So the thing is, for approval of this, are they requiring a variance? What are we looking at here?
No, not necessarily.
Well, it's gonna go, it's really, I mean, the way it's supposed to fit, it's gonna be the same.
It's gonna be the same, but right now you're under violation.
But it's a short trailer.
So it says manufactured home setbacks. So which setbacks are we talking about? It's a shorter trailer, but is it setback from the road? What is it?
It's supposed to be 25 feet is what it's supposed to be. And she's not meeting those, she's basically.
So she's like 23 and a half.
23.7, something like that.
Right.
So it sounds to me like it needs to be put as a variance then, right?
That's what I'm asking, because
Okay,
to me it would be,
so
but
that's the issue here, because So right now it was as if we're doing the non-conforming, but it does change it because it's not structure. So then if that is y'all's request, then we can do it as that because it would be a variance to be it being placed in an area where it's not getting setback. So that's where it does fall as, requesting a variance. She had mentioned, and we weren't able to find anything though, that, depending on how long do you say that once you move a mobile home?
Well, I talked to Clayton Mobile Homes, and they were told, she told me that the state of New Mexico, if you move out, because he said we were grandfathered in, since we've been there since 1990, 1989, somewhere around there.
Previously.
The previous house, since we were grandfathered in, that if we moved it out and put it back in within 6 months, and we didn't change any of the footprinting, that you could put it back in without having an issue, still be kind of like grandfathered back in.
So that was.
I don't know if that's true, that's what
Anything like that to prove that?
Mobile home place said they've done that prior, because we've told them that we.
I think we need to go for
Stuff.
a variance on this.
Well, but the thing is though, with a variance stays with the property, then non-conforming would just stay with that
That
building
Yeah, but the
itself.
property is yours, right?
Property's mine, the house is mine, yes.
So I'm just asking which way do we go? Because
Yeah,
the
what's
variance
best for
will
you?
stay with that property, and we really don't want to have it stay with it. I would think that'd be best to have the non-conforming, but I'm just asking because I just want to be sure.
And that's why we're sticking to the non-conforming for that reason.
Because it'll only stay with the trailer.
And I mean, even though it was not the exact same spot as the previous one, but we were looking at it as if it's being, just taking over that same location and going into the non-conforming.
What is it, non-conforming in? Because it'll just stay with the trailer and not the property.
I'm thinking that's the way to go. So I just wanted to be sure, that's why I'm asking.
So if they ever move that trailer out, then it'll have to be.
It'll have to be brought up to specs.
What if they were to sell the property though, would that affect them in any way, being non-conforming?
No, because it's not against the property.
If it was a variance, the variance would stay with the property.
You see what we're getting at, Laura?
Right, I'm not doing
I
this
don't-
for my brother, and so, as far as selling it, believe me, I'm not gonna sell it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's my property, it's my mobile home, I'm just helping him out. And so, And
I'm just
I have
asking
two
questions because I want to do it the right way.
right, and I understand, that's what I wanna do. I just don't wanna be out the $20,000 to have to redo everything.
Right.
I don't have that money, so I was thinking, with it being shorter, I thought I was gonna be okay, but the way the door is, and I don't even know if we're gonna be, because the way, it might be a foot within there, because every time we measured, it wasn't that much of a difference. And plus, once we get the trailer house in, the door might be, a little bit more, but we do have, we went over it with Crystal and everything, so, but I understand what you're saying. I don't have any intention on selling it though.
I got you.
He's gonna have to live there. He ain't moving on me.
Okay, so I guess so what's the problem with just moving it that foot and a half?
$20,000.
Well, I mean, everything doesn't line up at that?
Okay, well, if I move where the porch is, if
Right.
I move it a foot this way, then the front door is gonna be off that porch. Okay,
So when you open the door, you'll walk off the edge of the
you'll
porch?
walk off the edge.
Okay, that's what I was wondering, is there enough on the porch there to add?
Right, there's not, because where the porch is, where the end of the porch is, that's where that door is gonna go.
Mhm.
Okay, now I can move back a foot, I don't mind coming back a foot if, what's it gonna take for me to, because I see that's another deal, like Crystal said, I can't use, height.
Mhm.
Yeah, like we don't want.
I
we don't
could
want
make a
sponsors
wood.
Building anything else that's.
Right, and I
So-
could make a wood step there, and leave the porch kind of tied on, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So it'd be a little bit wider, but
So the way they're building it now, all your plumbing and everything will match. Are they building it to your specs?
Well, no, I mean, I bought it but the way everybody has talked, when I've talked to E&B, showing them exactly where all the plumbing is on the trailer house, as far as, where it sets underneath and all that, then, they're stating by this where the sewer's at and all that, everything will tie in.
As it sits right now?
As it sits. The only thing we're gonna have to do is upgrade the electric, to bring in the correct,
Give you a larger service.
larger service, yes, sir. That's
Yeah,
all
so
we're
but
gonna
all your pipes would basically
All-
hook right up
do.
and.
Yes, sir.
Mhm.
We'll get E&B to come in and change the electric part of it, and then we'll have Trey to come in and just tie into the sewer.
Does the power go onto a pole, or does it go onto the structure itself? When you
More
put,
than likely gonna be on pole, right?
It's on a pole,
Mhm.
yeah, there's a pole there.
so they just run wire from the pole to your,
6 feet.
Right.
well, they ain't no
Wires,
cheap now.
wires expensive.
We don't have
Go buy a
a
dozen eggs.
how much it costs.
$3.49.
Expensive.
It's expensive, yes.
So
I
she's
mean-
wanting to do a non-conforming on the
And it
first
might-
one.
But that's what I'm saying, if we move it back, then we're not on that cement porch where we
And
already have
repush it in a
it
second.
with
Mhm.
awning and all that.
Special.
Yeah, so it's the larger structure there on the
So
picture, the one there to the left
what happens after that?
of the
Yes.
property, that's what you're talking about there?
Which Crystal was yours? Burger Brain.
I know, I'm like, I can do non-conforming, but I don't know about this 1 year one. Can you explain to me what the 1 year,
Okay, so I was waiting for this one to be complete and then I'll jump on the other one. So are y'all ready to
We're
move on to the other?
kind in, first one, we can get that one.
The 1 year, what's that?
Yeah, so moving on to the thing more as a temporary special use permit. So moving on to the RVs.
Oh, okay, because she told me we weren't gonna go over that till the 23rd, but that's okay. So I have an RV that my nephew lives in that sits right here. And he's been in that RV for 15, 20 years.
Mhm.
So when they came out to tell us we couldn't do this, I guess Laura gave my nephew a 30-day to get out.
Mhm.
And so he's got an RV here that he's fixed up and built and done all that. And so I'm asking for a variance at least for a year for him to stay there. I gotta get this taken care of first before we can battle this, okay?
Mhm.
And I have land that's right across that I have my little mama that lives there. And so she has cancer and she's not expected to live very much longer. So my nephew will go to her house and then we don't have to worry about the RV.
Mhm.
So
I
I
understand.
need at least a year for him to, so I don't have to mess with this right now. I don't have time for this. But I need to get this because I have a mobile home in Lubbock that I've already paid for, that I need to get over here. Because if not, they're gonna start charging me rent for leaving it there.
Mhm.
So that's why I'm asking for at least a year
Variance.
for my nephew. And then plus, now that this mobile home is shorter, that gives them more where it's a safety issue, because that's what they're talking about, burning up, stuff
Yes.
like that. So it's gonna give you more room here, because now we're gonna have 35 feet within that. And then he has a storage room right beside it, and he's gonna pull that out. And so it's gonna open up all this congestion right here from the longer mobile home to the shorter mobile home to the RV. But I'm asking for at least a year,
Okay,
so I don't have to deal with it.
so we're doing
So
non-conforming
that's
on
what
the first one,
Right.
and then a year for the,
We can go ahead and vote on it because it's on there.
yeah,
Yeah, I would
So-
recommend.
we'll do the first one first, the conforming structure.
Okay.
We need a motion to approve the non-conforming.
Are we sure non-conforming is the way
Yes.
to go? Okay.
It's how I wanted to, because it's should stay with the trailer, not the land. So,
I mean, we had a question about it, I just wanted to make sure that.
Yeah.
We decided.
So it'll stay with just the trailer.
with just the trailer, it won't stay with the land.
Okay, that'll work.
So I'll make a motion that we follow staff's recommendations and approve the non-conforming structure.
I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Okay, now to the second
Okay,
one.
and so for the second one, for the RV, and it's just special use for that same.
For the 1 year?
Mhm.
Okay.
She's asking for, at least a year, but like she mentioned, it might not even take that long, but,
I'm not gonna wish that on you, so
Thank you.
I'll give you the year.
And so we did already specify the locations as to where they would, need to move the storage building. And because of the shorter mobile home, then it also doesn't need the RV where it's at right now should not have to be moved in order for it to be far enough from the new mobile home as well.
Okay. Okay, I need a motion.
I'll make a motion to approve the single RV as a temporary special use permit
For a year.
for a year.
I'll second.
All those in favor? Aye. All those opposed? Anything else?
That's good of you.
I'll accept a motion to adjourn this meeting.
Hang on.
Yeah.
I was gonna,
Oh,
I'm
okay.
gonna, from this one here, I'm gonna abstain from this.
Yeah.
Because it's gonna come in from the city commission.
It will, in 2 weeks.
On the 23rd, that's when she's
Yes.
going to have to come back.
Yeah,
It's
so
gonna-
it'll be the final decision.
It's
on
gonna-
that.
Right, it's gonna come in front of the city commission. Legal has to look at it and give his recommendations on it first before I can approve this, so. But I just wanted to, I'm gonna abstain from it, so.
Okay.
Make a motion, we adjourn.
I'll second.
So,
All those in favor? Aye. And Brian's staying on.
And making a motion that Brian stays on.
We,
second.
I take it.
or, we ain't letting Brian go nowhere.
Who seconded the motion?
No, I'm taking over. I think Brian did.
Brian did.
The guy that's not here.
Yeah, the guy that's not here.
So.
Guys,
Somebody did he draw? If he voted off. And then he'll
No,
keep
because
on.
we didn't have any replacement. And me and Scott will go, no, you stay. At the next commission meeting.
I just didn't understand
I
that
thought it was
last night.
replacement. I don't know how I got it.
Well, I'm happy that there was no other name on there
Yeah.
because Scotty Gandy read it and I'm thinking to myself, hopefully there's no name